Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you've got $1,000 saved up. That's awesome. It's a huge milestone. The big question is, what's the smartest way to use that money in 2026 to really move the needle on your financial future? $1,000 might not sound like a life-changing amount, but trust me, if you invested wisely, it can be the seed that grows into a massive financial tree. Today, we're going to break down the 5 best ways to invest your first $1,000, step by step, for complete beginners. No confusing jargon, just practical, actionable advice. Let's get right into it. First things first, and this might sound counterintuitive, but the best investment you can make is often paying off high-interest debt. I'm talking about credit card debt, personal loans, or anything with an interest rate over, say, 7 or 8%. Think about it this way. If you have a credit card with a 20% APR, paying that off is like getting a guaranteed 20% return on your money. You won't find that kind of guaranteed return anywhere in the stock market. It's a risk-free win. Every dollar you put towards that debt is a dollar that isn't accumulating more interest. It frees up your future income and lifts a huge psychological weight off your shoulders. So before you even think about stocks or funds, take a hard look at any high-interest debt you have. Wiping that out with your $1,000 is a power move that sets you up for future success. Alright, if you're debt-free, or your only debt is low interest like a mortgage or student loans, let's move on to option number 2, investing in index funds. This is my absolute favorite recommendation for beginners. What's an index fund? Simple. Instead of trying to pick individual winning stocks, which is super difficult even for professionals, you buy a tiny piece of the entire market. For example, an S&P 500 index fund lets you invest in the 500 largest companies in the US all at once. You get instant diversification. If one company does poorly, it doesn't sink your whole investment because you have 499 others to balance it out. Historically, the stock market has always trended upwards over the long term, with an average annual return of around 10%. Getting started is easier than ever with brokerage apps like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab. You can open an account, deposit your $1,000, and buy a share of an index fund, like VU or VTI. It's a set-it-and-forget-it strategy that builds wealth, slowly but surely through the power of compound interest. It's the most reliable path to wealth for the average person. Now, what if you might need that $1,000 in the near future? Say within the next 1 to 3 years. Maybe you're saving for a down payment, a wedding, or a big trip. In that case, the stock market might be too risky because of its short-term volatility. You don't want to be forced to sell your investments when the market is down. This is where option 3 comes in, a high-yield savings account, or high debt. Don't confuse this with your regular checking or savings account at a big bank, which probably pays you close to 0 interest. High-yield savings accounts, usually offered by online banks, can offer interest rates that are significantly higher, sometimes 4 to 5% or even more, depending on the economic climate. While it's not the 10% you might get from the stock market, it's completely safe. Your money is FDIC censured up to $250,000. Your $1,000 will be protected and will actually grow, beating inflation a lot better than it would just sitting in a regular account. It's the perfect parking spot for your short-term savings goals, keeping your money safe, liquid, and still working for you. Okay, let's shift gears a bit for our 4th option. Perhaps the most powerful investment you can ever make is in yourself. I'm talking about self-improvement. Or skills, your knowledge, your health, these are your greatest assets. How can you invest your $1,000 here? The possibilities are endless. You could buy an online course to learn a high-income skill, like coding, digital marketing, graphic design, or video editing. $1,000 could get you a professional certification in your field, which could lead to a promotion or a higher-paying job. You could use it to hire a career coach, join a professional networking group, or start a small side hustle you've been dreaming about. Even investing in a gym membership or a meal prep service to improve your health can pay huge dividends in energy and productivity. The return on investing in yourself isn't always immediate or easy to measure in dollars, but it can be infinite. A new skill could increase your earning potential for the rest of your life, dwarfing any returns you'd get from the stock market. Don't underestimate the power of betting on yourself. Finally, we arrive at option 5, investing in individual stocks. Now, I put this last for a reason. It is by far the riskiest option on this list. I'm talking about picking specific companies you believe in and buying their shares. This is what most people think of when they hear investing, but it's more like speculation, especially for beginners. The allure is huge. If you pick the next Amazon or Tesla, you could make a fortune. But the reality is, for every big winner, there are thousands of companies that fail or underperform. It requires a ton of research, an understanding of financial statements, and a strong stomach for volatility. My advice: if you're going to do this, only use a small portion of your investment. Money you are fully prepared to lose. Perhaps you could take $100 or $200 out of your $1,000 and buy shares in a company you truly understand and believe in for the long term. Think of it as educational money. Yeah, you'll learn a lot about the market and about your own risk tolerance. Just don't put your entire $1,000 on 1 or 2 stocks hoping to get rich quick. That's a recipe for disaster. For most people, sticking with index funds is the much safer and more reliable path. So, to recap, here are the 5 best ways to invest your $1,000 in 2026. 1. Pay off high-interest debt for a guaranteed return. 2. Invest in broad market index funds for long-term diversified growth. 3. Use a high-yield savings account for your short-term goals to keep your money safe and growing. 4. Invest in yourself by learning new skills to increase your lifetime earning potential. And 5. If you have a high risk tolerance, consider dedicating a small portion to individual stocks for a hands-on learning experience. The most important thing is to just start. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. $1,000 is a fantastic starting point. Choosing any of these options is 1,000 times better than letting that money sit in a checking account or spending it on something that won't improve your future. You've worked hard for that money. Now make it work hard for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on personal finance and investing made simple. Let me know in the comments which option you're leaning towards. I'd love to hear your plans. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.